Hello, and welcome back. So, I have went ahead and just finished setting up the turn. We are going to go ahead and storm the castle. I was thinking about maybe just bringing some giants up and swinging this giant down here. Uh, and then I could... I actually can't quite reach it, is the reason I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use these to take it. Their god is here, so their god might actually be a little hard to take. Their Dominion does not look incredibly strong, but a lot of times Mictlan still, even after the changes, they die due to their dying Dominion. Just, they have a bit of a hard time with that still. Likewise, I'm just getting a absolute boatload of gear going, because I really want to begin attacking Kalium shortly. Next 6 turns or so. Even if I'm not wrapped up down here, I'll just move in with my giants and basically set all of their forts. And once I do that, they're pretty much done for at that point. It looks like... I don't know. Who's got what thrones? So that's going to give me 3 points. Looks like they only control the throne of Night. I don't know who has the throne of Bones, or Bureaucracy has probably not been taken. If it's still on the map, that means it's probably a level 2 throne. Or, probably. It is a level 2 throne. It probably means it has a Pretender Chasis at it. I'm not sure. As we know, Acro has 1 throne. It's a possibility it's right here, which means I might be able to just take Acro. And then maybe find the Throne of Night, which... I honestly have no idea where the Throne of Night is. Maybe I should start scouting thrones. Where's my werewolf at? I'm pretty sure I had a werewolf. Did he get killed while I had him out scouting around? Pretty sure I moved him down here. I'm going to guess somebody sniped him. I don't remember. It's actually a new day for me. And sorry I was really tired last night when I finished up. I probably should not have been recording till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Which means I probably shouldn't be starting at like 10 o'clock again tonight. But, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, so battle in Monarch Woods. Did Kalium just attack me? So you can see the fatigue just going down, although I really want to get up Gift of Health pretty quick here, because that's going to give my giants a lot more longevity, rather than me just kind of having to retire them so I don't lose so much gear. I mean, I will generally keep them going still, but retiring them is a bit of a thing. Oh, they hit Monarch Woods, and they took it. And then I take it from them. Then we hit Robber Home here, and it looks like Kalium comes in afterwards with a bunch of Banes. Honestly, not really all that much. Alright, so no reinvigoration. Fatigue actually still pretty high right there. I really need to eventually get my... wow, what are you... Why are you Skelly spamming? Did I not script all 3 of you guys? Apparently not, because he's deciding he wants to cast. So there's a message from Mictlan. We've killed their god, so we did take the fort. Ooh, there's a lot here. And it looks like they do have one of their summons here. We have a Sun Serpent. Yeah, a lot of Fire Mages here. So I really want their stuff to pour outside this gate right here. Oh, I forgot about all my Skelly spam. That's fine. So here's your ghosts. Ghosts do have the Fear 5. They do have the Ethereal. And they do happen to be size 2. So if you plan on putting something in rather than your Drugar, I think that these are a far better option. The difference being that Drugar comes online really quick. You can probably bounce to level 2, maybe level 3 if you've got really good research. This game's a little wonky in that regards, as I have a absolute boatload of research here. Alright. So you can see, look at all those attacks, and I just managed to take out one dog. Ethereal is a bit of a problem. But you can see, I definitely got a lot of skeletons helping kind of block up with my giants. You can see one goes down right there, but another one just moves in right there and takes his place right afterwards. They've got a good brick wall here in terms of just managing to block me up with just a handful of hounds. Look at how many guys those are holding up right there. Come on, get me some more skeletons. I really need to get them in my lines here, guys. 132, they're actually pretty high. We are collapsing all across the top and bottom, though. Thankfully, we did get them outside the gate. So there'll be maybe a few more elementals to come out when their fatigue drops. But other than that, they don't really have the ability to block the gate. They don't have air mages. They don't have death mages. They don't have... Well, they do have nature mages, excuse me. So they could swarm spam still. So there's another ghost from Michelin. Good, no fear breaks. That's something I was a little worried about when I saw those ghosts and when I popped in here. Definitely pretty significant damage, looks like, to my skin shifters here. But that's fine. Once we control another capital here, I'll be able to flip them back on for a while and just kind of replenish my numbers. I also have a backup group sitting at my capital. And a few more just regular giants. I don't know how many offhand. Come on, go kill their god. No, quit trying to go backwards. Just go forward. Go. Yes, there you go. I hate when they want to just stop like that and run backwards. It is kind of annoying. So their ethereal god is definitely going to hold me up here. Wow, he's actually got awe as well. It's not terrible, actually. Morale's looking pretty good still, though. So yeah, just knock down, drag out, fight. But that's the way it's going to be when I'm not using my sacreds and I'm kind of running a situation like this. Oh, come on. Seriously, guys. It's just one god. Just snipe him already. Alright, we'll just kind of let this play out here. And it looks like this guy's just going to do great. He's routing my skin shifters at this point, it looks like. Yep. But I still have plenty of skeletons here, along with regular units. That awe is actually doing him some good work right there. And there's no way these skin shifters can get away. Oh, man. Come on, guys. And it looks like their last mage has taken off. So we realize we eventually take their caster out here. Man. We're getting there. That 20% reduction there should help a lot. And eventually this guy should fatigue. Oh. Never mind, he's undead. I'm not really thinking that through. Looks like that is the rest of my giants taking off. How did we kill their god then? Did really just a few undead do it? Okay, I'm confused there. I'm very, very confused. I hate to do this because that was a long battle. I'm just going to turbo it right to the end and try to figure out what happened here. Thankfully, that's pretty much all of their mage power down, so at this point, Michelin is basically wiped out. Look at all these mages back here that got wiped out. You have, looks like a bunch of Michelin priests. What are these, moon? Yep, moon priests. Priest Kings. Looks like we've got a one of the flame ones, the High Priest. And do we not have any of the water versions? I think that's a water version right here. Yeah, Rain Priest, so a couple of those. You know what? I don't feel like watching that again. I'm not sure what happened here because as far as I can tell, we did not win that battle. But it's saying that we did actually win that battle. So I am extremely confused as to what happened right here. Population -50, and we're starting to destroy the gate. What the heck is going on here? Alright, we'll have you go ahead and grab that up. Where is my prophet? There he is. And I'll just have him grab up these additional troops while I come down here. So this is pretty much the end of Mictlan. Looks like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces left, only 2 forts. So yeah, they're done. Let's go ahead and forge up a Sanguine Dowsing Rod, forge up a Sanguine Dowsing Rod. We're going to get our blood magic going just a little bit better here. Honestly, this is kind of a convenience that I really have not been taking advantage of, but even though it's an odd game, due to the double Amazons, this is just fantastic. This is really, really good research for a giant nation. I mean, ridiculously so. I should not actually be around this point, ever. At least in this size of a game. Alright, so why don't you go ahead and research. I need more horror helms. Just go ahead and I forgot to do that last turn. Shift O. Looks like that's really my only death one. I took the rest of them into battle there. Yeah, I guess the rings aren't too bad of a call overall. So I've tried to leave the air versions for last, because I'm still hoping I get the abductor at some point. At this point, I probably should not be hoping that, well, I probably should not be banking on me getting him. But I am kind of hoping at this point still. Oh, I got guys who can forge horror helms. Let's, all of these guys are death too. So why don't you go ahead and forge yourself a horror helm. Just go ahead and research. Go ahead and research. So we're going to forge up another horror helm. So I'm not worried about the armor here because these are going to be going against Kalium, or that's the game plan unless I'm magically attacked. There's just not a lot of good armor options that I have overall. My best bet would have been to have gotten lucky and pulled a Air 2, and then I could actually have them overall. I did not manage to get that, and I would like to be picking up some more Gaijas shortly. We'll see how that works out. Alright, and we do manage to grab that back, and honestly, I'm just going to go beat up some trolls. It doesn't look like Kalium's managed to take this back. They do have the death scale here, so they probably have been eating on my scales a bit, and you know what, there's not quite enough of them. I'd rather get a temple up first. Whoa, okay. Well, you can stop. Construct up a temple. Would I have a giant just go online this turn? Yeah. So basically every other turn I have some gold I can mess around with, but every other turn my giant at 500 gold is going to be eating up pretty much everything I have overall. So I do kind of have to plan that out ever so slightly. So that looks like the end of another turn. I've got enough skin shifters to win a... Yeah. Honestly, I might just send it in double Jarls right here once they break the gate. That's always a possibility. Enchanted well, so there's a single water. Yeah. Battle in Clone. No point in watching that. Battle in Chimeri. I do want to just kind of watch this. So they have a bunch of big regenerating trolls. The thing is, I've got big regenerating giants, and I've also got my chill aura. So the chill aura should really be the difference here. I forgot to change that guy. He's still set to... Oh, he's getting blessed by somebody else. That's why he dropped those skeletons right there. Okay, so my AoE 10 blessing was just hitting a couple of them. Can't believe Kalium has not picked this up yet. Which is fine for me, because we do manage to grab it. Atheistic movement has gained followers. They claim that the current efficiency of production only enriches those power and demand. Society be returned to the people. That is crazy. I've never seen that event. Damn commies. Seriously though, you know, the communist movement originally out of Russia. You have the atheists. They want to remove religion, and the whole people at the top. You know, that's like a Russian event right there. Weird. I mean, I don't care. That's just just a little surprised to see that. Wish I had kind of taken a little bit of the gear off of like maybe this guy. Ooh, a Shambler skin. You know what? I've got more gold I need to pick up here. So I'll be probably doing that between turns because I don't know exactly the gear setup I'm going to use. Alright, so... I'd rather, well... I mean, if I lose this one, that stinks, but I really would rather get this farmlands back under control. That's a lot of gold I'm losing. So why don't you go ahead... Oh, no, do not research. Run out with a couple of these dowsing rods. I also need to get something to clear up unrest here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use for that, so I'll give it some thoughts later. Alright, so... Yeah, see, the air boots really would be fairly valuable depending on the terrain you're looking at. You can see here, moving out is 2 movement, 2 movement, and then to try to move out is 2 movement again. So that's 6, that's over what they have. But on just flat terrain, you can really book with the Boots of Quickness overall. There's advantages and disadvantages between the two. It's not like one is just a flat-out superior option here. So why don't you guys just research for just a moment. Go ahead and grab up a horror helm, which means you can research. Okay, oh, they don't have Boots of Quickness. That might be what's going on there. So I've got actually 4 Boots of Quickness left. 3 will go for that group out there along with these rings. Just in case. I really don't want to end up in a situation where I need the rings and don't have them, so... I did not give you a Vine Shield? that was a terrible move on my part. We are going to just go ahead and bank a little bit of our nature gems right here because very, very shortly, next turn, in fact, I'm going to have my enchantment up. And I really want to get some more blood hunters going as well. We're going to try to get a second group. What? I have not done any conjuration yet. Okay. So I need to get some conjuration done. I'm pretty sure this turn's pretty much over. I'll maybe take this to like 30 minutes. Conjuration will probably be my best bet for... How many air gems do I have? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and empower to Air 2, and then I'll run around and recite search, but I'm going to get a few Call the Winds up first for some patrollers for my blood hunting forces. Right, and hopefully I'll remember to check that again before the end of the turn. Probably not, though. Probably not. Go ahead and research. Just go ahead and give yourself a horror helm. Did I make a horror helm for somebody else, too? Whatever. So go ahead and research. Let's go ahead and forge up a grip of sanguine dowsing rods. So I want to get another group going here shortly. Alright, so this is basically the last Air 1, although I want to go back through for Air 2. Because I'd like to get another Empower. Maybe after I get Kalim's Capital that'll be possible. Oh, yeah, we've got a Nature, a Water, a Astral Pearl, and a bunch of Fire and Blood Slaves. So I do have actually a Blood Slave income coming in now. Pretty good news there. Alright, forgot to alter that up, but that's fine. It'll work out just fine anyways. I'm thinking I might just push to Construction 8 because I never do, and it's fairly worthless, but I just kind of like to look at the options there overall. I might push for level 6 in case I want to get some ghosts going. I think that might be a pretty decent option overall. So maybe we'll go ghosts and then we'll turn around and head for that. So go ahead and site search. I did not read events, did I? Astral Pearls, that's great because I'm going to be converting a bunch of those. Has been breached. Okay, so there we go. We've managed to breach it. This time I'm just going to storm with my couple of giants here because I don't want to lose too many more of my ground troops. I think that there's a bunch of mages here, but I don't think it's enough to actually stop my giants. This might be a bad idea. Generally speaking, the AI's strongest concentration of mages is going to be capital and thrones. So it is entirely possible that I'm walking into a grip of mages right here that could be problematic. So, yeah, not maybe my smartest idea, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. Alright, there we go. So we'll hand off one dowsing rod here. So go ahead and blood hunt. Let's go ahead and get those dowsing rods up. Alright, where's another like 5,000, 6,000 province at? 7, 8. Is there anything kind of more in my territory here? Yeah, we'll go hunt the mercs right here, actually. And there happens to be a lab here, which is convenient. So we're gonna bump these both up to 10 because I don't want to rotate blood hunters if I don't have to. Speaking of not wanting to rotate, let's just grab up an indie commander to drop slaves off from now on, instead of doing that the very, very poor way. So we're going to go with a Call of the Winds here, and they're pretty decent at patrolling, so they're not a great unit overall, but they're pretty good. How am I doing on temples? Only 6, so I'm not quite up to Dom 10, and I am going to be a ways off. Oh wow, it looks like I still have some skin shifters being recruited up here? No. Is there anything that I'm really missing gear-wise here? Okay, you're short boots and you're short a vine shield. Don't I have vine shields in my treasury? I've got 2 of them. One will be needed for the giants coming back. You've got a vine shield, you've got a vine shield. You've got a vine shield. I'll be making one this turn as well. So we'll just throw one onto you. I really need... I really probably don't need, but I'm going to go ahead and grab up some more rings, though. I've got 1, 2, 3... So that looks like 2 that I need still. So let's go ahead and forge those up. Just take off my national weakness here. They only have fire ones for Kalium. I don't think that it'll be a problem overall, but I'm just going to be safe about it. Mine as well, I've kind of got the fire gems to burn, and not really a whole lot of other areas to utilize them on. So at this point we're going to go alchemy, and we're going to begin converting till I have like 51 of these. So I don't know this to be a fact. I would really have to go through and do a ton of testing. Basically using Dispel a lot. But considering the way the game used to buy mercenaries, they would literally buy at the minimum amount. They would never put any additional in. This is a habit I got into just because I'm assuming that other optional scaling type things are done at a minimum level by the AI. So I usually like to overcast my things by 1 gem versus the AI. And I absolutely have nothing backing that up as a fact overall. I just feel pretty confident that that is actually how it ends up working, just because I realize how the mercenaries used to work within the nation. So I'm going to try to wipe out Micklin, even if this ends up being a slightly longer turn. It shouldn't be too long still, but... oh yeah, gear. So, wow, I don't have boots for you yet, so let's get you a pair of boots. I'm going to need 3 for the giants coming in, so let's just go ahead and forge up another pair. Alright, looks good. So there's another conjuration. So there's Gift of Health up. This means that I'm going to be able to clear afflictions off my giants, which is fantastic. Yeah, not really a lot here, so that's I'm glad I didn't bring in all of those troops. I mean, a couple giants can pretty easily handle it at this point. I don't know why my giants turned around. They act like they were going to try to run from the battle there. Why did I empower to Nature 2? I knew I was going to be picking up Lore Masters here in a moment. That was stupid of me. That was a waste of 30 gems. Oh well. I mean, it'll be alright. So let's go ahead and patrol the province. That'll keep this unrest under control. So let's shift all of my blood slaves around here. I'd like to get some of the demons up as well. The cold demons are actually quite fantastic. within my cold provinces, so good stuff there overall. And I'll probably just go ahead and cast Illwinter because I can. So let's go ahead and Blood Hunt. Where's my Heir 2 that I just created? Completely and utterly created it for a reason I absolutely did not need. Because, oh, I can't see him quite yet because I haven't captured it. But this is the Throne of Knowledge. It's got the Lore Masters. They have a chance at all paths. It may have taken me a while to dig out the correct version. But yeah, there was no reason for me to actually purchase that. Looks like I've got a miscellaneous water bracelet here, so we'll drop that into the bucket there. And I need to get my profit down here. So we'll bring him down, and I'll just trade the troops over. Because I'm probably going to be going against Kalium here very, very shortly. And you... I'll just have him march back to my capital. That way I don't forget that I have one sitting around. What did I have you guys doing? Oh, that's right, rings. Alright, so... boot. Ring. Good. Okay, looks like the Gift of Health did not actually proc this turn. It was a little odd. So maybe I'll hold these giants up one turn just to make sure that it actually went off. You needed a... Oh, you lost an arm. That's what happened to your Vine Shield. Oh, okay, so yeah, you actually just need to stand around for a moment. Probably should have just grouped all these guys so that I could see them a little easier. Let's get that. And that. Looks like I have a few extra horror helms, but again, they'll get used, so I'm not really overly worried about having a few extra sitting around. Okay, so that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8. Plus, I've got a few giants down here that I can go ahead and churn at them right out the gate. Let me start getting my armies in place. Wow. So, really, nobody here that can actually lead those troops, but I'll get them up here, and then this goad will, yeah, be able to lead that many. So that's pretty fantastic. Just go ahead and research for a turn, guys, and then I'll figure out why. I think it's just the turn. The Gift of Health went up. It just didn't count at that turn. Oh, so let's go ahead and forge up a Vine Shield. Go ahead and research. So I'm trying to actually just only have somebody else forge a Vine Shield when I'm over 10 gems. That way I can just tell her to do it every turn. I don't have to keep going back. It's kind of lazy on my part, but it's convenient. And I believe this is going to be the end of Mictlan. So, Call the Winds, 16 and 21 Blood Slaves. That's great news. Honestly, we'll just see if that won, and then we'll watch this because I do see at the bottom of the list there what the result is, but this is Mictlan's last stand, so we will go ahead and just watch it. So, yeah, I really like dropping the Body Ethereal on the Giants, especially on a ridiculously useless unit like this. Honestly, if you could put it on a pretty elite unit where they're just really hard for the Giants to kill anyways, but it's not going to matter because they're just going to rout and I have my swords up at this point, but Ethereal can be quite good, not against the Jarls, but just against Giants in general. Alright, so there we go. Here we've got a event I have to deal with. So Mictlan has been permanently vanquished, and where was that event at? So let's go ahead and pop this up to where we have some patrol strength, and eventually they will find it. Go ahead and scoot on up. Unrest is going to climb. I'm not too worried it's going to deal a little bit more damage to my income overall, but whatever. Not a big deal. I really just don't want to. Really, X is okay. That's weird. So Shift O. Now we will do Vine Shields forever. Let's go ahead and toss those across. Toss those across. Get you guys into position. I'm actually probably gonna run this guy back here because I'll just get some Dom. Oh, did we clear the affliction? So we did. Now we have our other arm back. So I guess it just did not take effect that first turn there. Looks like we do have a couple afflictions here as well. So I'm just going to pull these guys right into a freshly conquered territory. And this is the fantastic thing about Gift of Health, as you could see. These guys will start building up afflictions overall in the long term. But once you wipe a nation out, you just park them in somewhere that you've put a temple already, and boom, you're going to clear those afflictions, because it only works within your dominion. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring you on down, and I'll just grab that extra. I think it's only one skin shifter in a bit. At this point, I want to go ahead and start grabbing up some more Gaiges. They're just going to be more convenient for me. So let's go ahead and get you. Wow, I've actually got provinces up here I never site searched. I forgot all about those. Well, why don't we just start up there then? Go ahead and site search. And yeah, I still had both of these farmlands too. I did know about those. Didn't really care. I can definitely just leave a farmlands out and about. It's not a big deal. So that looks like that's that. Let's just kind of look around, see what we got here. Shamblers. We got a copper mine. Shamblers would be pretty decent if I was not playing as a nation that had ridiculously good SCs, along with the mermen, actually. Wow, Shambler Reef and mermen, so a lot of ability to jump underwater. The fact that Mictlan, really, you guys managed to get in here just turns before I'm about to jump into the water. Well, I guess that's my fault for waiting between turns like that. I should have already kitted one of these guys out and had one in each water when I realized that I could do that, but I didn't want to take the time, actually. So, yeah, kind of my fault. Trying the outcast. Okay, so I can have a priest enter to do foul spawn. That's really terrible. Rustwater is fantastic, though. Which means I should be getting up. Wow, lots of fire gems as well. Temple of Life and Death, more nature gems. That's actually not bad. They actually had a pretty decent area overall. Not a lot of area, but quite a few gems overall. So we'll take a quick gander at the beginning of the next turn. Oh, apparently they are at war, and it looks like Baratos is walking all over them. Change of plans. We're going to go ahead and get somebody to... You know what, we'll just go ahead and end the turn right here, and then I'll end the video. I think I'm going to go ahead and go... Oh, never mind. So that's Kalium wanting to go to war with me, so... Anyways, let's go ahead and just check these out, and then we'll... tons of slaves, that's good. Paladin Robber home. A few nature gems. Alright. Unexpected event in Mictlan. Whoops, I already did that one. Okay, so they do manage to jump out to a kind of quick lead right here. Really, I didn't manage to get even a Dominion in right there, so we're going to just, I guess, kind of go down here first. So let's go ahead and claim the Throne of Ascension. And we're going to just pull my giants down and across, and then we're going to begin moving straight out at them. I don't think I can quite get to here this turn. Let's just see real fast while we've got this. No, but I'll be able to block off across these three right here, and then I'll begin pushing back. These three will just grab this up, and then they'll begin pushing forward. I was really going to actually jump on Acro instead, but whatever. Apparently, the game's decided that Kalim and me are destined for war, which is fine. I'm more than happy to do that. Anyways, enough talking from me. Sorry about, again, the long turn. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed, and until next time.